Hello everybody. Today I wanted to do a video about all the weird functions and features, and may I dare them call quirks, of my '06 Lincoln Town Car. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people from the last generation of a town car, the owners, they will probably share some of these feelings with me, some of these observations. And the reason why I wanted to do this video right now is because I am approaching on a 1-year ownership. And by the time I post this, I'm filming it a little earlier. I'm pretty sure it's going to be right there where I posted, close to December 24th. It's easy for me to remember. Now, most of these weird things that I've noticed or that I found, they're not necessarily bad things. I've already made a video what I like and what I don't like about my Lincoln Town Car. I don't think a lot has changed since I made that video, probably more than 6 months ago. But I wanted to dive a little deeper, and a lot of them are on the interior. That's where, myself and I'm sure most of you spend most of their time. So let's get started. So I got my car running. Here we go. So to start us off, I want to point your attention to the climate control, which by itself, there's nothing too weird about it. It's pretty basic. You guys know all about this thing. So, but for example, the weird feature that I found here. So currently I have it set on my feet. I have it on 90 and I have it at the lowest setting. I don't know how well this comes out. Maybe this is better. All right. Let's say I want to turn it off, right? And note this: I have it on the lowest fan setting. Let's turn it off, and let me turn it back on by pressing here. See, it starts off blowing on full, well, like this. So why does it do that? Like, that's not where I have it. That's not where I have it set. Yeah, I have it set all the way up, but the car is not even off. I would understand if the car would lose its memory or something, or its last setting. So yeah, look, feet off, and it doesn't matter whether it's feet or anywhere else. It's just that's where I have it. All right, off. Okay, feet again. Yep, there we go, full blast. Why? Now I've also tried playing around with it like this. If I just start it with the fan going down, let's see, is it going to do anything? Oh, okay, so now it turns on auto with AC. I don't want AC. I don't want auto either. I want feet. So now it will do it. So anyway, it's a very weird programming with the climate control. Is it awful? No. Do I wish it was some different? Yes, but so be it. On to the next one. All right, so for the next one, I want to bring your attention to is the memory seats. So check this out. So we all know these buttons here, right? Come on, focus. All right. We all know these buttons here. And that's okay. You can press set, you can press 1, and that's okay. But did anybody ever notice that tiniest of the little lights? I've just recently noticed it. And the only reason why I noticed it is because I accidentally hit this button at nighttime. Did you guys ever see this button? I sure didn't. So I think it's an interesting feature. Also, I guess it comes also with the same thing here for the heated button. There's this light. It's so light. Well, this light is so light. It's not bright enough. For a lot of times, I can't see this. Like, can you guys pick this up? I'm filming it, during the normal day. It's like 4 o'clock. It's not that dark. See, you barely see it. So it's the same thing here. I did not know that this existed, this light, until probably a couple weeks ago. And I owned the car for almost a year. So there's that. Another thing is sort of lack of storage. Once again, it's not necessarily a gripe. I usually don't carry a lot of stuff in my car, but lack of storage, and it's not because it doesn't have the quantity of storage spaces, right? I mean, we all know this. We all know these little cubbies, right? We all know that. The glove box, of course, which actually it's not that big to begin with. You know, you have the little pockets right here. But for such a big car, there's not a whole lot of space. Like, you would think like you would open this up and there's like it would go to the floor, which I understand why it can, because this is a seat. For better or for worse, this is a seat. But anyway, like, this car doesn't have a big giant armrest. That's a storage. I mean, I'm sorry, I misspoke. It does have a giant armrest. It doesn't have a giant armrest storage, because it also has to double as a seat. The funniest storage, I think, in the car is these. What would you put in there? I'm not saying it's bad that this storage exists, but it's very strange. I've never seen such a small pocket before. Like, here, they're okay. They're large enough. I don't know what you would still put it there, but maybe a map. You know, maybe when these cars were developed, maps were still a thing. So, but yeah, there, I guess you could put your phone in there, but it's not padded, so it would fly out and probably fly around. So there's that, yet another feature. So another weird thing that I find in my car and all of them is the shifter right here. Nothing wrong with it. It's the same thing on all of them. But look how weird it looks as far as aesthetics go, where it's, you know, you have wood steering wheel, you have wood dash, you have leather, and then you have this very, very utilitarian shifter. I don't know how to film this thing. Now, I understand it's the same one on all Panther cars from this era. I know that before they would chrome this out, but I guess because of the glare or maybe the cost, they discontinued that practice. But I wish that this car would have more decorative piece. Maybe just make this little thing out of wood, but maybe distinguish the shifter, right? If you're distinguishing the steering wheel with a piece of wood, wouldn't it be nice to put one of these wood pieces like on the end here, or make the button even wood? Something, you know, something like this. So again, I know it's almost turning, video is turning into me griping what I don't like about this car, but that's not the intent. So let's see if I can switch it up. All right, I know how to switch it up. So check this out. I have my seat all the way back. I'm 5'11", not the tallest person in the world, but still, in order for me to be comfortable, I gotta put the seat all the way back. So for this one, to demonstrate, I'm gonna turn my car off. And it's that whole easy out feature. So I'm gonna open up the door. So first of all the locks are gonna pop, we all know that, and then the seat is gonna click. There you go. So when you take the key out, maybe if I close the door. Yeah, you guys probably heard that. So what I'm trying to demonstrate here is that this car comes with auto lock and unlock. So it does that for you when you put it in the drive, and it does that when you put it in the park. Or I'm sorry, when you turn the key off, I should say. And then the seat moves all the way out. It's that easy exit, you know, part of that whole memory feature thing. Okay, I appreciate the function, and I know a lot of customers probably wanted that feature in, but for somebody like me who has the seat all the way back, or just for somebody like me who doesn't want the seat to go all the way back out, I think it puts an extra strain on the motor. So every time it basically runs the motor until, you know, I'm not an electrician, but I guess the relay and overlay kind of kick in, and one forces the seat all the way back, and then when it hits the overload, it shuts itself off. So yeah, I wish that there was a way to turn both of these features off. I don't understand why every time the motor needs to be engaged just to try to move the seat back. And even if I didn't have the seat all the way back, what if I don't want this feature? What if it's annoying to me? But no, it forces users to live with this feature. I'm not aware of any possible way to turn that feature off. So there's that. There's my little observation. So again, if there is a way to turn those things off, please let me know in the comments. I would love to turn it off. I am afraid that the seat is going to burn out one day. Now, to me, it's not a big deal, but if I ever try to sell it to somebody who, you know, who's shorter than me or something like that, or they just want the seat forward, I'm afraid that's going to be a problem. So, you guys can see kind of how my seat is doing ever since I painted it here. The paint seems to be sticking okay, so I'm not going to... I got the nice stuffing right up here, you know, compare it to this. You know, here it's kind of how it's kind of puffing out. It's really comfortable. I wish that it would be like that from the factory. So another weird thing that I can talk to you about is, you know, I mean, we all know oh, there, hello. We all know that these cars are huge, like lengthwise, you know, width, they're a little bigger too. But I am actually surprised that for a standard wheelbase Lincoln Town Car, once again, not a negative thing, not griping, but there's, I mean, look, it's got the seat all the way here. You have, here's a nice comparison. You have the seat all the way up to the front there for my little one not to kick it. And I have myself sitting behind myself, obviously. And it's an interesting thing, call it a design or whatever you want to call it. I mean, yes, there's a decent amount of room here. I am not hurting for space. But for such a giant car, shouldn't there be, in a standard wheelbase, shouldn't there be more room? Like, I'm thinking out loud here, and I almost want to say that, yeah, there should probably be a couple more inches of room. There's plenty of room to be had up front as far as the hood being as long. There's this giant shelf back here with a giant trunk, which is questionable whether or not anybody actually needed this trunk space. Yeah, I know the whole idea. Yeah, get the signature L, get the Cartier L if you want more room in a standard, you know, in a sedan. I know it's not standard, but it's an extended version. But yeah, like for people riding in the back, somebody is all the way back. Like if somebody was like 6'2", 6'3", they would be doing one of these. So, I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe they overthought the whole. Oh, we're gonna make the extended wheelbase, and we're gonna have them buy these, and then we're gonna keep the standard wheelbase kind of on the shorter side. So yeah, there should be. I guess what I'm trying to go with this is I believe there should be a little more room on the inside, and I guess that's a weird thing that there isn't. Oh, also these ashtrays. I know they still stuck them in here, you know, to the very end, but again, in 2006, I think they should have probably redesigned this area with something a little more useful than just an ashtray, especially since there's no cigarette lighter back here. You would have to ask your chauffeur to get your light. Alrighty. So I guess the last weird thing to talk about is this access panel. I know I've posted this on Facebook forum myself, and I've seen other people do it after me. They're like, what in the world is this? And somebody says it's an access door to access the motor for the sunroof. But I've never seen this panel in any other car. I had Camry. My Camry had a sunroof. My 03 Sentra had a sunroof. My Buick LaCrosse had a sunroof. Other cars in our family have a sunroof, including the Forester, including the Accord. You know, I don't know where motor physically is in relationship to this panel. Maybe it's sitting right above that, but why would they do that? I don't know. Is there not another way to access it? And I guess the other question is, where is the access panel to the sunroof in any modern car? Because how come they don't put this? I thought it was a mirror. That's like a drop-down mirror, but no, it's not. Yeah, so there's this weird feature here. And here, this is, I promise you, it's the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video, is the whole lighting situation. There are plenty of lights all over the place. It's like you got the perimeter lights. You have them in the front. You have them here. You have them basically everywhere. You know, it's a true perimeter light. But there's no dome light. I'm not sure why that is. I know the idea is that it would be classy. You kind of each have like your own little puddle light, have your own little upper light. You know, it's all nice. I mean, it lights up very well, and you can control it via the scrolly wheel right there to turn them all on. So I'm not really struggling at night to really see anything. So it's not a big deal when it comes to that. But the whole idea of not having a dome light, I don't think I've ever I'm trying to think if I ever had a car without a dome light. Not sure. I'm going to have to look up if a Buick LaCrosse had a dome light, because the LaCrosse I had a big sunroof, so it had like a panoramic one. Now I'm thinking that maybe that one didn't have it either, but well, anyway, so yeah, that's probably all I have. I tell you that, I mean, I'm sure every car designer, when they're designing their cars and when it goes into production, they think, you know, I got something special. And obviously then when the general public gets their grabby hands on them, they find out, oh, this is defective, this doesn't function, this is where they do facelifts, this is where they do mid-year refresh, all that good stuff. So I tell you what, this car, and I'm not saying that because it's my car, I'm saying this car is a Lincoln Town car, is a special automobile. It combines some of the best features that a car should have. That means the size, the looks, the how it drives, some of its features, how it makes the driver feel. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of much else to say. It is not a perfect car, but I think it does have a very good combination of what a luxury car should be. I know I'm here at a loss of words, but you know where I got that tagline from, right? Yeah, and ultimately, I really think that this is what a luxury car should be. That's not to say that there's not another car out there. I don't want to go into the whole comparison. But as far as the whole power, the solidness of it, how it makes me feel as the owner when I drive it every day, it's very rare that I don't drive. I love how it looks. I really do. I love the hood ornament. I mean, everything. And I'm not even counting the fact that, you know, how this car inspired me to actually start my YouTube channel and share it with the world. But the first year of ownership is really special, and for all of its faults, the positives outweigh any negatives. So like I said, I wasn't trying to to make fun of the car, and I know I make fun of the fact that this is black and the rest of the car is silver. Doesn't matter. All of its uniqueness, all of its weird features, even the fact, here, I know I said I wouldn't do anything, but hey, it's my video. Even the fact that it's got different buttons here. Look at this. This is clicky. You know, these are soft. These are soft. Oh, these are soft. And this is clicky. Oh, you know, speaking of the weird features, how about this? Why is the lumbar support here? Why isn't it here? It is here on the Mercuries, on the Grand Marquis. Why did they stick it there? I don't know. And how many people even know that it's there? But, you know, it's the little stuff like this, right? So what I'm trying to say is this car is awesome. I'm super happy that you guys support my work, my channel. And I'm really honored to actually have this car in my life. So yeah, I guess to another year of ownership, and I will obviously, you know, post more videos. I have another couple ideas how I can celebrate the 1 year anniversary of ownership. So see you guys next time, and thank you.